Good evening and welcome to the news. First, the headlines. Prime Minister Modi interacts with Chief Ministers of 15 remaining states and union territories to further discuss COVID-19 pandemic. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh pays homage to soldiers martyred in Galwan Valley. COVID-19 national recovery rate reaches 52.79%. And praise for Meghalaya's handling of COVID-19. The news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacted with Chief Ministers of 15 states and union territories through video conferencing on the second day today. The Prime Minister discussed with them the situation emerging following the first phase of nationwide unlock and plan ahead for tackling the COVID-19 pandemic. The states and union territories include Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu and others. On the first day yesterday, the Prime Minister interacted with 21 states and union territories through video conferencing. During his interaction, the Prime Minister observed that timely decisions taken to combat the pandemic have been effective in containing its spread in the country. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh paid homage to the soldiers martyred in Galwan Valley and said, "The loss of soldiers is deeply disturbing and painful." He said the soldiers displayed exemplary courage and valour in the line of duty and sacrificed their lives in the highest traditions of the Indian Army. In a tweet, Singh said, "The nation will never forget their bravery and sacrifice." He said his heart goes out to the families of the fallen soldiers. Meanwhile, the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has expressed concern over reports of violence at the Line of Actual Control (LAC) between India and China. He urged both sides to exercise maximum restraint. The Union Government today said that the recovery rate has reached 52.79% in the country and a total of 1,86,935 people affected with coronavirus have cured so far. During the last 24 hours, 6,922 people recovered from this virus. Presently, the total number of active corona cases in the country is 1,55,227. Health and Family Welfare Ministry said that a total of 10,974 new cases of COVID-19 were reported in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 3,54,065. Meanwhile, in Meghalaya, one more person recovered today and the total number of active cases stands at 13. Impressed with the way Meghalaya has handled COVID-19, Surveillance Medical Officer of the World Health Organization, Dr. N. Roy, believes that Meghalaya has given a lesson to the entire country on how community can deal with COVID-19 cases, even as he reiterated that everyone now has to learn to live with the virus. Stating that the state has COVID management teams which are effective in urban as well as rural areas, he said that Meghalaya has learned a very important factor about community ownership and every individual has to take care of self-health. It may be mentioned that there are over 7,000 COVID community committees spread across the rural and urban areas in the state.
As a state, we have got the lowest number of positive cases. Okay, so we are doing pretty well as of now. Meghalaya already, they have given lesson to India that how the community can deal with these cases. We have got community COVID management teams which are effective at urban as well as rural areas. So Meghalaya has done a very important work in this regard, that community ownership is there. So we need to take it forward, and as I said, that self-help and self-awareness. Everybody has to, take care of themselves as well as their near and dear ones, and we should be safe.
In a rare instance, Meghalaya government has declared that the case of the 70-year-old man who was admitted recently in Roberts Hospital is one of false positivity. Revealing this, DHS MI Dr. Amanwar on Tuesday said that though he had tested positive for COVID on admission, it is now ascertained that this was one of the rare instances where RT-PCR can give a false positive result. Stating that the government did contact tracing in his areas of stay in BHOI as well as in Shilllong. He added that the department has done both the RT-PCR and rapid test and all of his contacts tested negative. According to War, the day when he was admitted in the hospital, he was tested with a rapid test kit and he was found negative for antibodies. He also tested negative under both RT-PCR and rapid test within 7 days of the first test.
The machine has got saved, like rapid. But with regard to the case admitted in Roberts Hospital, and as you all know that he hails from Samland and admitted in Roberts Hospital for severe acute respiratory infection. We have done all the contact tracing in his area of stay and adjoining areas. We have done all the contact tracing in Shillong, especially his very near and dear ones. We have done the test which just needed to be done, both RT-PCR and rapid tests, and we have found that all of them were tested negative. The case at Roberts Hospital is a false positive case.
While the state government has deferred the reopening of religious places across the state, temples and other religious places in BHOI district are all geared up to open whenever government gives a go-ahead. Speaking to DD News, one of the priests, Mithilesh Mishra, said that they would open the temple whenever government issues necessary direction in this regard. He said that all the SOPs, including guidelines of the MHA, will be followed in the temple. He also said that pandemic has caused mental distress to people and reopening of the temples would give them mental peace.
सरकार जो मंदिर खोलने के दिशा निर्देश जो दिए हैं उससे हम लोग बहुत खुश हैं और इससे भक्तों के मन में और बहुत अच्छा जो है सो जो विकार था वो बहुत दूर हो जाए। तो सरकार जो फैसला ली है वो बहुत हद तक अच्छा है, क्योंकि भक्तों के पास आने में भक्तों को थोड़ा समय ऐसा महसूस हुआ कि नहीं इतना दिन हम लोग लॉकडाउन में थे, थोड़ा सा अच्छा लगा हमको, भक्तों भगवान के पास आके हम लोगों को थोड़ा सा शांति महसूस होगा।
And the weather report for today. The maximum temperature recorded was 24.2 degrees Celsius, while the minimum was 19 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 98% and the evening fell to 95%. 6.1 millimeters of rainfall was recorded. The forecast: Shillong and its adjoining areas will have a generally cloudy sky. And another look at the headlines before we wind up. Prime Minister Modi interacts with chief ministers of 15 remaining states and union territories to further discuss COVID-19 pandemic. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh pays homage to soldiers martyred in GALWAN Valley. COVID-19 national recovery rate reaches to 52.79%. And praise for Meghalaya's handling of COVID-19. Well viewers, that's all we have in this edition of the Bulletin. Join us again tomorrow evening for more news and updates.